Hello and welcome to the Brick Freak, today with Frank, and this is a classic review because this is an older set. It's Mould King 13139, the wing body truck, 4,116 pieces. It's a power functioned, really big truck. It's a 1x16. Okay, I got this set here out of Germany from Kai. He sent it to me. Link to Kai's eBay store is in the video description. So if you nearby EU country, Switzerland or Austria, France, Netherlands or something like else, you don't have to pay customs. So you can order this set here out of Germany instead out of China, and you're getting this really lovely big box with it. Okay, thank you Kai for sending the set here to the channel to show it to you. And I would say I open this here and we have a closer look what's inside. Oh, sorry for shaky handycam, but it's too large. Okay, inside the box are two more boxes, A and B. In A are the building steps 1 to 7 here. And in the second are all the motors, the battery boxes, RC. Building step 8 is the only one with two bags. Okay, one is only the panels. I believe this is my lovely building step here. 9, 10, and the third or the 11th bag with all the tires, rims and the extension cables. Instructions here. Normally it starts with the building step here, but here we have all the stickering for the motors and the extension cables, all the 7. We have 5 50 centimeters and 2 25 centimeters. So, oh wow, building step 1 brings us the whole base here. Wow, okay. And after, how many? After 343 building steps, I believe 343 is Industries, it's a game studio, I believe, and 170 pages, and we have the wing body truck. Now, building step 1, around 1.5 hours. Okay, it brought us here, drivetrain with 2 differentials, works just fine, everything no problem. Here we can, with the slippery gear here, we can adjust. Does it work? Something is wrong. No, everything is right. Why doesn't it turn? Okay, we can adjust the mechanism here. Now, okay, see, it lifts up and it goes down. Okay, next thing is here we can reach out the delivery platform here at the end of the truck. Everything fine. This is how it looks later on. You see, it's working, and it slips in here because it has to extend later on the mechanism. Okay, everything fine, everything cool. The building techniques are really interesting. We have a slight, it's not much, but we have a little bit here to the of suspension, but not much, not much. And it seems, yeah, that is only can pedal around a little bit. Okay, next building step. So building step 2, and you see it got large and a lot of cables and wires. Okay, cables. Okay, yes, the whole part here is new and brought us here 2 M motors. They go over this slip gear here to this gear, and they are turning the platform, or they extend the platform. Then we have 2 of the L motors. They are going to this here. And then we have the two XL motors, and they are going straight to the differentials and our axles here. Okay, so a lot, 6 motors, 2 of each size. What I have to admit is this is a set you really need your time, cause yeah, you see the parts and then you see it already assembled, and you really have to closer look to see everything. That's not easy. It's not difficult, but it's definitely not easy. And if you're new to the game and perhaps you have built 1 or 2 Lego Technic sets, this is not yours, because this is really much more difficult than any Lego instructions. You really have to think about what you're doing. You really have to guess sometime. You have to move forward in the instructions sometime to see the other side. And you have to think it through. Is it possible or is it not possible what you are doing? So that's nice. You get really a lot of time with your set. You get a 4,000 plus pieces set with a lot of motors, a lot of cool functions, a lot of assembly time, a lot of play time. But be aware, you need your brain with this set, not like Lego. You need your brain. So after the trailer here, we got our pulling machine here. We got a servo and the M. Servo goes straight to the steering, and the M motor is not connected. This here, it goes to nothing at the moment. We have a lot of suspensions, 8. We had only 4 in the trailer, but 8 in the pulling machine. Everything all right. This is super, super well and great designed, really. I don't know at the moment from who they stole the mock, but this must be a stolen mock. And I believe this is the original PDF from the mocker, but I'm not pretty sure at the moment. But it's a great, great set. The man who did it, this is not his first work. This is one of the best works I have ever seen for such a big, complex machine. It's so well designed, everything fits so good together, everything. Building techniques are sometimes unique, sometimes standard, but how everything is connected in the end, secured. I don't want to put this set apart in the end. I sell it, but I sell it as a whole. I won't tear this down, because I believe you need nearly the same time to deassemble it than you need it to assemble. One thing in building step 3, we didn't use all the lift arm, the Technic beams. The rest perhaps in 4 or 5, we will see. But now I have to say really a great, great set. So building step 4 brought us the marriage of the front and the back of the car, of the truck. And oh man, this is a very long, very impressive, full of technique and a lot of motors and battery box, and this is really already heavy. Okay, we assembled here the protection, the 8-cylinder. We attached here suspension and everything, this here cover for the engines and so on. Nothing special, everything is fine, the marriage of the both parts is easy. This part here makes a lot of fun to build, that's really nice. The extension here up for the 2 battery boxes and the receiver box. But now I have a problem, or I don't know if I have a problem. It looks that it could become a problem. At the box, I don't remember exactly because it's in the next room, but in the box there are 2 different lengths of extension cable mentioned. 4 30 centimeters and I believe 3 15 centimeters, or the other way. It doesn't matter. But 15 and 30 centimeters. So problem is, I have 7 extension cables, but all 15 centimeters. And like the instructions, you see here, it goes down with 15 centimeters, and with the other 15, it should be here, underneath our protection between the motor and the Technic beam. That's the place it should be, and where I have no problems with the connectors here. Okay, I have 2 on this side, 3 on that side. This here is better you assemble them the other way. The connection down, that's easier, but that's not really a problem. Okay, what I want to say is, I don't know when the wheels are here. Where did I put these here? I don't know exactly. I have only two spaces here. That's here. But that's only possible for that, and only if this here is possible. Or that here, and that's the same. I need really... No, that's not really possible. They are ending here, and there is the tire. I don't know. We will see. I need a plan. At the moment, I don't know. Here's another box, empty space at the moment. Perhaps I can store it, but I'm not sure if here comes other Technic beams or something to stabilize everything. I don't know. We will see. Okay, at the moment, but I looked a little bit forward in building step 5. I'm building the mud guards and everything, and after that I will see if I need longer extensions and call a friend. He wants the set already. He said he wants to buy it, and after I assembled it, and so perhaps he has longer extensions before I could become into unsolvable problem situation. Okay, thank you. A long monologue, but we will see. So building step 5 and 6 in one, because 5 was only some mud guards here and here and here and a little bit of there and the half of the driver cabin. So I made 6, so we have 5 and 6, and you see something. Okay. A friend of mine lent me 4 extension cables, so I could bring the connections here under the sides. The driver cabin is a little bit a mess to assemble. It's not so easy, but after 5 minutes it's okay. I think the front is cool looking. There's one mistake. I accidentally used a gray instead of a black underneath, so I have only 2 grays and 1 black. Okay, but for me that doesn't matter. What for me matters is the assembly of that, and I think it's what you hear is my the oven. What I don't like is that this X section here stays open, so you see the connections, you see the cables in the end. I don't like that. I won't do it, but if you buy this set, perhaps it's better to do the both battery boxes inside here on a 90-degree change. So it's long enough here, you have really space, put them in here. You don't have the cable management problems because the short cables are enough, and you have a clean look here. You can bring on here another panel, and then it's closed wide. The battery boxes are here. One problem could be the charging then, but you can remove this here, and so if it's here between these Technic beams, you can just flip this to the front, and then you have access to the charging points. I believe that would be a better solution. I don't know if it's really possible. Perhaps the designer had the same thought and decided to change his design. What I don't like here is that it goes really down. It stays a little bit up there, and the accu box here, the battery box, get lifted to the back if you put this down. So I'm not really happy, but we will see how it looks in the end. The other part here is the first part of our trailer. Yes, a lot of panels and Technic beams, not much to see. Okay. I believe the next building steps are a little bit boring because I will assemble only this container, a big hollow box. Yeah, we will see if I make one take at the end of the whole box or if I show you the building steps, we will see. Okay. So, but I'm really happy that I got the extension cables. But like I said, perhaps they are not necessary if you bring the battery box down. Building step 7 brought us here more width of our container. And here some gears, you see here, when I turn this, it goes to the left and the other goes to the right. And removing the actuators. This here will be connected through that hole here. And there are 2 axles on top of our truck, so we can connect there. And yes, I asked me the whole time how the wings will open, but now I know. Building step 8, the only one with 2 bags, but it was the fastest one because yes, a lot of panels, a lot of big Technic beams or long Technic beams. Here a row of axles. Now, both are the same. They will be connected there, and I'm really curious if the motor has to go from the chassis through this here up there to there and then lift these heavy side panels. I'm really curious how the motor will handle this, if he is on making the sound of death or if he lifts them really, really well up. I don't know, we will see. Now, building step 9 was the structure here on the side and the middle part. This here separately, the middle part. It brought us this here, and on the other side, we assembled the wings to the body. And this here is already from building step 10 here, they open the doors. But the frame around is from 9. Okay, not much to do. Last building, last building step. Some parts. This here, I hope half an hour. And the last building step, 4 side panels here. That everything is really closed. You can open it. It's only fixed here with 3 length axles. Just put them through and you can make this down here. Okay, so the container here is finished. Now I drag it into or onto the truck, and we see us in a few seconds for the review part. 13 hours of assembly. Oh, wrong. It's wrong. I wanted to make a good entrance here for the truck. Like this here, but I forgot to change the accu box, the battery box. Okay, around 13 hours of assembly. I believe that's for so many gears and axles and so many motors and such a big, really impressive set. 13 hours is nearly nothing. So it's a really fast and good assembly. I came later to the assembly process. You've seen my assembly parts. You've seen that every function has worked in a small video. I make this way because I don't have to make it in German and English. You see, all of the functions are working. It drives, it steers, our cabin comes up, our wings go up and down, and the platform, the loading platform in the back comes out and moves up and down. So every function here is working fine, no problem. That's nice. So let us go through. This is a stolen mod from Madoka 1977. Lepin has already stolen his design here. I bring it a little more into the picture. Okay, Lepin stole it. It was 23.008, I believe, and Mould did it again. And Mould gave it a serial number 13139. We have 4,166 pieces, 7 motors. Okay, instructions. I believe perhaps this is basically the real instructions from Madoka. I don't think Mould has changed a lot on it. Because sometimes you have 12 pieces in the box above, and then all the 12 pieces assembled together. Not 3 steps to the 12. So, zack. And so you have to have a closer look how the pieces were connected together. The print quality is not so clear as I'm used to be from Mould. It's not bad, but it's not so sharp as normal. It's a little bit at the edges, not so sharp, and that is the thing that makes it not easy for you, or you take your time to watch where is which part assembled. That takes a little bit more time, because when this is a newer instructions from Mould and a self-made instructions, I believe the building time is 1 or 2 hours less on this. So you have a little bit guessing, and you need your brain sometimes, because on some building steps you don't see how the part is connected to the truck. You really have to think about it. Because the driver cabin, you know how it's connected through axles here. But that the cabin is moving up and down, there must be a function. And there are 2 axles with connector for the pin. And you really have to look closer, where is the axle that moves to connect there. It doesn't show you at all. It shows you the cabin, and in the next step the cabin assembled. But how it's assembled, you see that you uses axles to connect it here, but where the axles with the connector had to be inside, it doesn't show you. So you really have to think a little bit and to guess a little bit. But for some people, they love it, because they hate the much too easy technique or the Lego technique instructions. They are, I don't say for idiots, but a clever monkey can assemble a Lego technique set. This here, no clever monkey will assemble this here. It's not a professional set, but if you used to assemble only Lego technique, then it's a little bit more different. Just a little bit, but a little bit. Okay, so the instructions are okay, but not pretty good. But at least there are no mistakes in it, and every function is working, so that's nice, that's nice. The assembly process, the design of the assembly, that's great. Madoka, you're a great guy. This is really well designed and really well thought through building process, because everything makes sense, is mostly in the right order, and everything is clear and simple. You know what you are doing, you know which motor is doing what and how it works, and what you have to look for, what you have to take care for, where you have put the cables. So that's really a good assembly process and makes a lot of fun. The pieces, great. We have GoBricks pieces, no problems at all. Everything works fine. We have some slip gears inside, but at the moment they haven't slipped, so everything's working fine. So now I come to the only thing I don't really like about the set, and I mentioned it in a further assembly take. That's the position of the battery boxes here. First, every function works fine, only to get the driver cabin fore and back is a little bit of a problem, because when the battery box is not pulled to the back, to the trailer here, this here can slide. When it moves forward, the panels can stuck under the battery box, and so the whole mechanism doesn't work. Easy solution, I have two. If you want to leave the battery boxes here in this high position, then just use a pin, a connector and another pin, and connect the battery boxes with the trailer, so you have it always in that position, and it moves easy up and down. The other solution is get rid of the battery boxes here, put them underneath it, there's plenty of space. Use another white panel here and two connectors with angle 5 to get this here closed. Then you have a clean look, no problem with the battery boxes, no problem with the function, because the battery boxes are inside and it don't scratches here. You don't have the ugly look of the cables you're seeing here. You don't need all the extension cables that were not in the set, because you need 5 50 centimeter and 2 25 centimeters long cable, and inside were only 725. So I needed 4 additional extension cables from a friend of mine, and he buys this set, so it's perfect, they are already assembled. But it's unnecessary. You need perhaps only 2 extension cables if you put the battery boxes down. You need 2 extension cables for the XL motors, because there it's not long enough, but the rest is long enough without extension cables to fit in. So I would recommend this solution, not to fix this here with a pin. Then it works, but it still doesn't look very clean. So bring the battery boxes down, buy some white panels or Technic beams, buy some white 4 or 5 angled connectors, and then making here another panel, then it's closed, you don't see the cables, everything will work fine. That's the only thing I don't like about this set, really, because it's a pity that this function doesn't work always because of the battery box. When I saw this set, I was frightened about this function here, to lift the side panels, the wings. I thought we will have a problem. We will have a problem there because of the weight of the doors here, the wings. What you see, this works flawlessly, and you heard the motor is not in a struggle about his death. We can easily extend or have a better access, just flip up here the connectors and then you have easy access. If you have a small, oh, you see here, that's one thing, because I have 2 long cables now. Okay, if you have a forklift, build some pallets or something, and then you can work with your forklift. There is one in red, I believe, from Mould King, and one from Happy Build. So you have 2 really cool sets that can work together. So which was down? No, 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 no. Okay. We can open here the back doors for fast access without using the motors. They work flawlessly, everything, no problem. Okay. So that was the body wing truck. My final thoughts. It's a cool set. It looks amazing. It's impressive. Everything works fine. The really only flaw is the sit of the battery box and the look here with the connectors and the cable. But the rest is a gorgeous set that works really nice. A lot of movement inside, but a great design. Madoka, really great work here from you. I'm really impressed with the set, because I really was thinking, it's an older set, Lepin did it. It's a lot of force inside the set, a lot of long axles. We have a 32 long axle here inside, and I believe the set will have problems. But that's the only problem, and that's a design problem, not of the battery boxes, not of the function itself. So everything is great. I love the set. I really love the set. It's impressive, it's cool, it's working, and even the speed is okay for such a heavy and long vehicle. Even the speed is absolutely okay. So, if you have any questions, write it in the comments. If you have already assembled a set, perhaps from Lepin, please share your experience with us. If you have the set from Mould King, please share your experience with Mould King. If you have longer extension cables inside your set, please let me know, because this set is on the market 18 months or something like that, and perhaps this is still the first production amount, but I don't really think that. I believe they reproduced it and they didn't change the problem here with the extension cables. Okay, but you know how to fix it, or you have to order for more extension cables and then everything is working. Okay, write me in the comments. The motor, the engine also is really connected, so when it's driving all the pistons are working. The steering inside here, it's not connected to the wheel steering. Okay, that was it. Thank you for watching. I'm Frank, your brick freak. Next video will be a medieval light tower from Rio Bricks that looks really amazing. And that's from Gregor out of Switzerland, overdubbed from me. And the next set from me is, if I get it done till my vacation. Today is Thursday, and on Monday I'm going to vacation to Holland. And I hope the time, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, is long enough to assemble the UCS Kylo Ren shuttle with nearly 7,000 pieces in it. I believe, yes, nearly 7K and 85 centimeters high wings. It's a really impressive big set. I hope I have the time. So you see this before I go away for a week. And what I still have lying in my room is a medieval church from Rio Bricks. Yes, we need a church in our city. You're absolutely right. A yellow Ferrari from a new company. I'm excited, but it has to wait till I come back from Holland or the Netherlands. And what else? The Black Pearl the big pirate ship from Pirates of the Caribbean without license, because it's from Mould King, but it looks astonishing. Okay, thank you for watching. I'm Frank and I'll catch you in the next one.